Hello everybody, this is Mehrad and welcome to English with Mehrad YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to cover the fourth unit of English vocabulary use pre-intermediate and intermediate level. As you watched my previous videos about the first three units, they are about how to learn new vocabularies, how to memorize new words, how to revise or review them, and more specifically in the third unit, you learned how to use a dictionary. In this unit, we are going to talk about English language words and the words which are related to grammar. This is the list of new words related to Unit 4 of English vocabulary use. In order to know the word parts of speech here, you need to learn the first column. So if you already know the meaning of parts of a speech, you can skip the meaning of these words. But if you want to clearly understand what parts of a speech mean, please follow me from the beginning. So the first word is nouns. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. They can be concrete, like apple, or abstract, like freedom. As an example, in the phrase the cat is sleeping, cat is a noun. Important points about nouns. Nouns can be singular or plural. They often serve as the subject of a sentence. The next one is adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns. They give more information about a noun's qualities. As an example, in the phrase the tall building, tall is the adjective that describes the noun building. Important points about adjectives. Adjectives can indicate size, color, shape, and more. They usually come before the noun they modify. As an example, here the word tall, which is an adjective, is modifying the word building, which is going to make the building tall. The next one is verbs. Verbs are action words that describe what the subject does or expresses a state of being. As an example, in the sentence she runs fast, runs is the verb. Verbs can be in different tenses indicating when the action occurs, past, present, future, or other tenses. Some verbs are action verbs while others are linking verbs. The next one is adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They often tell us how, when, where, or to what extent something happened. As an example, in the sentence he runs quickly, quickly is the adverb that describes how he runs. So in this sentence, quickly modify this verb. Many adverbs end in ly, but not all. As an example, the word fast is an adjective, and the adverb version of this word is again fast, not fastly. Adverbs can change the meaning of a sentence significantly. The next one is pronouns. Pronouns are words that replace nouns to avoid repetition. As an example, in the sentence Maria loves her dog, she takes it for a walk. She and it are pronouns that replace Maria and dog in order to avoid the repetition. Important points. Common pronouns include he, she, it, we, and they. Pronouns must agree in number and gender with the nouns they replace. As an example, here Maria is female and singular, so we use she. The next one is prepositions. Prepositions are words that show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. As an example, in the sentence, the book is on the table. On is the preposition showing the relationship between book and table. Common prepositions include in, on, at, near, or between. Prepositions are usually followed by a noun or pronoun. As an example, in this sentence, the book is on the table. The preposition on is followed by the noun the table. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are words that connect words, phrases, or clauses. As an example, I wanted to go, but it was raining. But is the conjunction connecting two clauses. The first one is I wanted to go, and the next one is it was raining. So the conjunction but is connecting the first clause, which is I wanted to go, to the next clause, which it was raining. Important point about conjunctions. Common conjunctions include and, but, or, because, or although. So now we can talk about parts of speech. Parts of speech are categories that describe the function of words in a sentence. The main parts include nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, preposition, conjunctions, and interjections, and I explained most of them. As an example, in the sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Fox is a noun, so the part of speech for fox is noun. Jumps is a verb, so the part of speech for jump is verb. Or quick is a kind of adjective. So when we are asked to say or elaborate parts of speech, we need to say that if that word is a noun, verb, adjective, adverbs, and so on. Important points about parts of speech. Understanding parts of speech is essential for constructing grammatically correct sentences. Each part of speech plays a specific role in conveying meaning, and recognizing them helps in better reading, comprehension, and writing skills. Definite articles. Explanation. The definite article "the" specifies a particular noun that is known to the reader or listener. As an example, the dog barked. "The" indicates a specific dog. Important points. It is used before singular and plural nouns. It helps to clarify which noun is being referenced. The next one is indefinite articles. Indefinite articles a and an refer to a non-specific noun. They are used when the noun is mentioned for the first time. As an example, I saw a cat. A refers to any cat, not a specific one. Use a before consonant sounds and before vowel sounds. The examples for consonant sounds can be B, C, D, and so on, and the examples for vowel sounds can be A, O, E, and so on. The next one is countable. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted individually and have both singular and plural forms. As an example, there are 3 apples. Apples is a countable noun. Important point. You can use numbers directly before countable nouns. As an example, one apple, two apples. The next one is uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted individually and usually do not have a plural form. They often refer to substances or concepts. As an example, water is essential. Water is an uncountable noun. You cannot use a number directly with uncountable nouns. You would say a lot of water, not two waters. Examples include bread, paper, or happiness. The next one is regular. Regular verbs are verbs that follow a set of pattern when changing tense, typically by adding ed for the past tense. As an example, play, which is the present form of the verb, changes to played, which is the past form. Most English verbs are regular. Regular adjectives also follow a standard pattern for comparison. As an example, big, bigger, biggest. Irregular. Irregular verbs do not follow standard patterns for changing tense and have a unique past forms. As an example, go, which is the present form of the verb, changes to went, which is the past form. Irregular verbs must be memorized as they do not follow any kinds of rules. Examples include be, have, or eat. But what does phrasal verbs mean? Phrasal verbs are expressions that combine a verb with one or more particles, prepositions, or adverbs to create a new meaning. As an example, in give up, give is the verb and up is the particle, which is a preposition. Together mean to stop trying. Their meanings can be idiomatic and not directly related to the individual words. As an example, the phrasal verb give up has a different meaning than give. The next one is phrases. Phrases are groups of words that work together and have a specific meaning but do not have a subject verb relationship, so they are not complete sentences. As an example, in the morning, this phrase indicates a time but doesn't form a complete sentence. Understanding phrases helps in reading comprehension and sentence fluency. The next one is prefix. A prefix is a group of letters added to the beginning of a word to change its meaning. As an example, in unhappy, on is the prefix meaning not, changing the meaning of happy. Important points about this word: common prefixes include re, which means again, this, which means not, and pre, which means before. Knowing prefixes can help in understanding and building new words. The next one is suffix. A suffix is a group of letters added to the end of a word to change its meaning or grammatical function. As an example, in happiness, ness is the suffix that turns the adjective happy into a noun. Important points related to suffix. Common suffixes include ing or ed. Suffixes can indicate tense or parts of speech. The last one is punctuation. Punctuation consists of symbols used in writing to clarify meaning and indicate pauses or ending. As an example, the comma punctuation is used to separate items in a list, as in apples, oranges, and banana. So here we are using commas in order to separate these three words. So let's get back to Unit 4. So there are some new words here like pronouns, nouns, adjectives, adverb, prepositions, conjunctions. Conjunction means link word. I'll explain all of them. Regarding grammar, we have countable nouns, uncountable nouns, regular or irregular phrasal verbs or phrases. I explain all of them in the PowerPoint. We have also suffixes, prefixes. Also, we have punctuations here, pronunciations here. We have also punctuation here, capital letter here. E is a capital letter, or P in punctuation is a capital letter. Full stop is this sign, comma is this sign, pause when you stop shortly, and this one is question mark. So the next part is the exercises. And as an example, exercise 4.1, there are three columns: parts of speech, punctuation, pronunciations. There are some words you need to assign each of these words to each of these columns. As an example, comma is assigned to punctuation. Here, comma is related to punctuation. And you can actually find grammar or parts of speech. These words are related to parts of speech, and you can easily do this exercise and the rest. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day.